When I was in high school, I was one of the biggest nerds you would ever meet. I would always have some sort of book in my hand, or I would be practicing music for the band or choir, or maybe even whatever player musical I was in at the time. I was such a nerd that I even started during my junior year of high school a book club, which was fun. I got our assistant band director, who was also a 7th grade English teacher, to host the book club. And it was really cool, especially when some of her students would come in and join the conversations. But despite that, I got bored of the books we were reading. Don't get me wrong, they were good books, they just couldn't hold my interest. You see, the way we chose them was our teacher went to one of the storage closets in the school, 3 of which had almost exclusively books, looked at them, selected 5, and then we had a group vote on which ones we thought were the most interesting. The storage closets were scattered around the school. One was located on the 2nd floor near the gym's upper entrance, one down by the cafeteria on the ground floor, and the third was located next to the 2 music rooms near the back entrance of the school. One week, when we went to one of the storage closets to get the next few books we would read, I made a note of every camera near the room. This one was the one near the upper bleachers of our gym, and all the cameras faced away from it, either at the bleachers and the gym itself, or at the stairwell leading down to the ground floor. Now after everything, I had went back to that storage closet, and I tried the handle. It was locked, of course, so I pulled out my bank card and student ID, and I used them to pick the lock. But being honest, during the couple of minutes it took me to open it, I honestly felt like I was on a little bit of a heist. Instead of just being the idiot who didn't think to just ask someone to open it because no one really cared about the storage closets. But honestly, the rest is pretty straightforward. I went in and spent about 20 minutes looking at everything and just took the 5 I liked the most. I never told anyone, and I kept doing it off and on for a few weeks as I finished them. By the end of the year, I had stolen about 30 books, and I still have most of them. One of which actually is in my top 10 favorite books of all time. It's called The Glass Castle. Now, I didn't steal any books my senior year. The teacher had retired, and her replacement, who was very willing to keep everything going, had those scholastic book ordering forms. So it was pretty easy to get the books we all wanted, including the $1 book of the week that we all read and discussed. Some were dull, but overall they were pretty good. But moral of this story, if you don't like what you're reading at school, steal something fun. And I can probably guess what you're thinking. Didn't your school have a library? Trust me, those books were just as dull. That and I'd have to give them back. I didn't feel like doing that either.